Hi, sixth grade, Miss Carswell here. Welcome back from your April vacation. Today we are going to be beginning our last new unit of the year. This is Unit 7 on statistics and data. So please follow along to this introduction to our new unit. So first, let's go over some new vocabulary. What are statistics and data? You may or may not have heard these words before. Statistics means the study of the collection, analysis, and presentation of data. Okay, and the word data is the counts, measurements, or opinions that are collected to answer a statistical question. Okay, so that might not make a lot of sense right now, but hopefully it will as we go through this PowerPoint together. The first thing that is really important for us to understand in this unit is what is a statistical question. Okay, so a statistical question is a question that can have several different answers. And we can answer that question by collecting data. So, what I want you to imagine yourself doing right now is walking around your classroom, either Northeastern 6 or Harvard 6. And I want you to take a look at these two columns of questions, okay? So, when you walk around that classroom, if you are asking a statistical question, then different people should be giving you different answers because statistical questions need to have several different answers. Okay, so for example, I could walk around and I could ask students what their favorite color is, and Dennis might say one thing, but Catherine might say another thing. Okay, that's a statistical question. I'm also going to get different answers if I ask, what is the best book you read this summer? People are going to have different opinions. How old were you when you lost your first tooth? That is also going to be a different answer for different people. And lastly, how old is the oldest person you know? Again, different people will have different answers, which is why this column has statistical questions. Now, imagine I walk around the classroom and I ask different people these questions. These are non-statistical questions because everybody should give me the same answer. There's only one correct answer to each of these questions. Who was the president of the United States? Just one answer. How many oceans are there in the world? Again, there's just one answer. It's a fact. What time does your grade go to lunch? Sixth grade lunch starts at 12:10. What is your math teacher's name? I hope you didn't forget that. It's Miss Carswell. An important note is that these don't necessarily have to be questions with numbers for the answers, just because we're in math class, right? Our answers to statistical questions could be numbers, like how old were you when you lost your first tooth, but they don't have to be, right? Like what is your favorite color? I want you to go ahead and pause, see if you can answer each of these questions, right? Determine if these are statistical or not statistical. We'll go over it once you're done. All right, so how many songs do students have on their iPhone? That is statistical. I could walk around the classroom, ask different people, and I will get different results. How many songs does Nathaniel have? Well, that's just one answer. How tall is each student in UMass 6 or UMass 7, right? Students are different heights. I'm going to get different answers. Oops. Who is the first president of the United States? It's George Washington. Okay, one answer. How many points did LeBron James get in each game, right? So for different games, he's getting different answers, or sorry, different number of points. So that's a statistical question. The last vocab word that we're going to learn today is called variability. The word variability means how different a group of data is, okay? So I can ask the question, how tall are students in this classroom? It's a statistical question because students are different heights. Okay, the height of students will vary, but not necessarily a lot, right? Because we're all in sixth grade. Some of us might be a little bit taller, some of us might be a little shorter, right? Miss Carswell's down here with the shorter people, okay? But we're not that far apart. Okay, so this is a question that has low variability. On the other hand, if I said how tall are students on the playground, right, there's more students. There's eighth graders and there's fifth graders. Some of them are really tall, some of them are quite short. So these are both statistical questions, but this second one has more variability because the answers that I get will be more different from each other. So again, variability refers to how spread out a group of data is, okay? So